Hello, good evening, and welcome back. Feminist wins award for genius chair designed to stop manspreading. Chair encourages men to sit with their legs closed. This is basically straight out of clown world. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, obviously, this woman doesn't know what it's like to have balls, so maybe ask the trans community. Maybe you want to be more inclusive then, or use what Stephen Crowder was handing out, which was essentially a nappy to stimulate what it's like to have testicles. And the amount of women who said, "Oh, it's comfortable to sit with the legs closed," was zero. Oh, zero. Okay, right. So, the anti-male independent, or maybe anybody who has decent testosterone. Basically, if you work out, maybe if you have cold showers, if you don't eat soy, and you have testicles that are sizable and aren't minuscule and need a microscope to find, they say, we've all been here. Having successfully bagged a seat on the tube, London elites, against all odds, we find ourselves squished between two men, both sitting with knees so far apart that their own could not get closer together to avoid being knocked. Or, like me, I was sitting down on a train and keeping myself to one side as much as I could. This wasn't on the tube, this was on a national rail service. Putting myself up against the wall as well, and the lady sat next to me, who could then spill over into the aisle, and I saw her text saying, just my luck, sitting next to the broadest shoulders guy on the train. It's like, oh, I see, so it's not my legs now, it's my broad shoulders. And it's similar when I was travelling in Europe, that I was sitting next to a guy, and again, another man, big guy, broad shoulders, like myself, guys who actually work out once in a while at least. I was like, okay, we understand the unspoken contract that is, we'll take turns leaning back and leaning forward because these seats are not wide enough for our shoulders. Or what about saying, oh, what about if you're on an aircraft? If you're too tall, because apparently women like big, strong men, so within your knees aren't going to be comfortable because they're going to be touching the chair in front because you're too tall. What about trying to get a bed when your feet are always over the edge? Yeah. But women like big, strong men. Great. Yes, manspreading is possibly one of the biggest bugbears for women on public transport, and our feminist designer has come to the rescue. That's good. I was really worried it was going to be like groping, maybe even mocked or made fun of, or somebody actually being aggressive towards you. But no, it isn't that at all. It's men just wanting to sit down after a long day's work. We're ready for a long day's work. Maybe they'll have to do a lot of standing. Who knows? Maybe considering men earn more than women, because funny enough they deserve it. Women spend more than men, because men just give it to women, so you can work that one out yourself if there's a gender pay gap, you liars. But men are earning more than women. Maybe it's good that they sit down once in a while. Created as part of a final year project entitled A Solution for Manspreading, not that we needed one, considering people have already been arrested for it. LOL also created a second chair intended for women, which uses a small piece of wood in the centre of the seat to encourage female sitters to rest with their legs parted, allowing them to take up more space. And if you're wondering how these make sense, then stop, because it doesn't. The graduate says that her design is not to be taken too seriously. Oh, okay, that's okay then. It's just a joke, bro. It's just a prank. What's in the pocket only. But admits that the chairs do give a physicality to an issue women face in quite a fun yet literal way. We do have some photos of the chairs. There we go. So there's for the man having to squeeze his knees together there. Tuck the testicles in. The only way you can really do that, from my experience, is you've got to have your hands down between your thighs in order to create a bit of a gap and lift your undercarriage up and out kind of thing. But your hand needs to be there in order to guide it. But I doubt people are going to be happy if you're sat there with your hands around your scrotum just looking at people. I'm sure they'll make complaints about that. And then there's the female chair just there, which is wider. There isn't any like skirting board on the outside, any barriers. So as a man, I just like to rest my testicles on that. Thank you very much. I'm sure they'd love that. But she did win an award. It was an award by a hotel. She got a £1,000 reward for it, and has been commissioned to create a design for the hotel chain. So they say, speaking to The Independent, Lowell says, my design practice is contextualised within fourth wave feminism, the cancer that is feminism, and another huge inspiration for these pieces was Laura Bates' Everyday Sexism Project. I found Laura Bates' book a couple months ago. I was just flipping through it going, okay, fine. She's a published author. She must have some good points. Let's find something. I was like, oh, well, I can disprove that in a couple of sentences. Bad example. Find another. Same again. Find another. Same again. And I did that 6 times. Then went, well, this is just a load of shit. I'm definitely not supporting this author. But if you're interested, then I will either purchase that book or find some details of it, which I cannot refute because it is not worth your money at all, and I do not suggest you support the author. But the designer says, I designed and created these chairs in order to identify and to challenge problems surrounding the act of sitting. Might potentially be more gender specific, such as manspread. Yes, it's only for men. It's not for fat people who spill over, who slop over into other chairs, all their rolls. No, it's just for men. Just because men have balls, but we know you don't like men, do you? Laura added that she is delighted with the response her design received, saying the reaction of the people who engaged and interacted with my pieces at my graduate show was really encouraging and exciting, as it seemed to spark interesting conversations and also make them laugh, which is something I really value in my work. So it's the Bellman Award. They go for emerging talent. Same name as the hotel chain. But it gets worse if they say here that the teacher, the professor, the doctor... Here we go. Dr. Eddie Elton, a senior architecture and design lecturer at the University of Brighton, said, over the past month, our students and staff have come together to work tirelessly on this design. Why the fuck have you got other students and staff coming together to do something just against men? And I'm not surprised he's just hands there to try and lift them out, and she's got her hands there because it's really uncomfortable. It's like, yes, we want women to respect themselves, but we also want them to just show their private parts on offer there. Did you know this chair also comes with a really low-cut V-neck? Haha. No, it doesn't. Please say it doesn't. This chair comes with a V-neck, like this chair. Okay, right. Winning the award at such a prestigious event, which is recognised by the professional design community, it's national, by the way, was an amazing achievement for our students at university. Seeing our students being called to the stage to receive this award is something I'll forever be proud of. Oh my god. And they say, yes, Madrid took a stand against manspreading by banning men from indulging in the leg-extending move on its train and buses, following New York, which did it 3 years beforehand, or back in 2014, but there were people arrested for it in 2015, but they were given a sentence to say, hey, well, if you don't do it again, you won't be arrested, charges will be dropped, it's all good, don't worry about it. Which reminded me is ridiculous. It's like, yes, you can't sit comfortably, you might as well stand. We know that's going to make your legs bigger, so when you do ever sit down, it's going to be a problem, but hey, we'll ignore that because you're a man. Or, what do you want to say about, like bag spreading? How's that? When a woman takes up 2 or 3 seats because she's putting her bags there, when she's got a side bag that she doesn't care who it hits on the way up. You can get bruises or even cuts from those leather monstrosities. But, yes, this was also one of the London Tube saying, oh, like, here's how you should sit, and here's how you shouldn't sit. Like they say here. In Madrid, the city's municipal transportation company, EMT, installed a series of newer signs in all its carriages and vehicles showing an illustrated man spreading his legs wide apart on a metro seat with a giant red X, indicating that it's unacceptable. Wait, I mean, in that case, what, we're supposed to sit with our legs crossed so we go into the third dimension? Well, no, that's a problem, because now our knee and our foot is in the way, isn't it? So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to squash our balls, is that what you want? You want us to wear tight jeans as well? So that we can't have any children. I mean, that probably is what you want, isn't it? So that we don't follow the human race anymore, because then that's best for the planet, isn't it? Unless, of course, you wear something like a thobe, which is traditional Islamic wear, whereby it's essentially just a long dress with a cap on. It's very similar to what the females have to wear. It just doesn't cover their face, because men have to show who they are no matter what they're doing. You want to say the burqa's banned? Well, it is for men. Anyway, that's an entirely different topic. So let me know what you think down below. Do you think this should be receiving an award, given that she's trying to get men to squash their testicles there? Or do you think I'm missing something, and I just have large thighs because it's really uncomfortable for me to do that? In which case I would cross my legs or try to keep one at a higher angle than another to move into the third dimension. Let me know what you think below, if this is bullshit or if there's a point I'm missing. I look forward to it, and I will see you next time.